Antonio starts right now.
Hi, happy Friday. It is March 10th, and for a lot of people, almost spring break.
That's right, the Friday before spring break for a lot of folks. Not everybody, but quite a few here in the San Antonio metropolitan area. And if you're visiting our city for basketball playoffs, welcome. Hope you have a great weekend.
That's right, and nice weather to come visit San Antonio. Let's check in with Justin.
Feels pretty good this morning, but we're going to have a case of weather whiplash this weekend. There's a lot to look at temperature-wise, not necessarily rain-wise, but temperature is going to be back and forth. And this morning we had a front come through. Didn't bring us any rain. That's unfortunate, but it is cooling us down. 61 degrees at the airport right now. Feels very different than it did yesterday. We've got 50s in the hill country, 52 Fredericksburg, 55 in Kerrville. South of that front, you're still going to be looking at temperatures in the 70s. A little closer look here at Barrett County, and most of us in the 60s at this hour, with the exception being Helotes, sitting at 58. So kind of light jacket weather this morning. It should warm up pretty nicely this afternoon. Pollen count is in. Oak has jumped even higher. It's at 1,750. Hackberry, it's also in the moderate category. Mold and mulberry are low, so we wanted to pass that along. Oak's still a very big problem. Here's a look at the weather headlines. You see the clouds here in the distance, and we've got clouds that'll stick around for a while before they break up later today. I mentioned the whiplash. It'll be cool today, hot tomorrow. We could be talking about temperatures near 90, and then cool again by Sunday into Monday. We've also got to mention that El Nino is poised to make a comeback this summer. We're going to touch on that coming up in a little bit. And spring break, what does it look like? Some cooler temperatures. We've got another front next week. So a lot to get to in the 7-day forecast. For now, though, we're going to toss it over to RJ with a look at your Friday morning commute. Looks like it should be quiet, right?
Yeah, so far not too bad out there. A couple of things popping up this morning, Justin, as people make their way out on their Friday morning. So this just popped up on TransGuide right here. This is at Loop 410 Somerset Road. Appears to be an emergency vehicle off to the side here. So just be careful if you're going to be heading in this area, the southwest side of town. Loop 410 Somerset Road doesn't appear to be, backing up traffic too bad, but we do see one lane of traffic moving through that area. The other thing that we've been following over the past couple of minutes here has been this accident on the northwest side. This is out, this camera here, I-10 West at Loop 1604. You can see that we have TxDOT crews there trying to clean up the area. And let's get a closer look at that crash with our maps, and you can see it is actually on the eastbound lane. So the camera we saw was showing the westbound lanes. The crash was actually reported on the eastbound lanes at Loop 1604. So you can see it's caused a little bit of a buildup there if you go like past 1604 and I-10 into sort of the Six Flags area. So just be careful if you're going to be headed out in that area. One other quick thing that we've been following throughout the morning is a stall. These are the northbound lanes of I-35 at Eisenhower Road out there on the near northeast side. So just be cautious if you're heading out in that direction. But again, this is sort of the biggest thing that we're following at the moment, the eastbound lanes of I-10 at Loop 1604. So just be careful. And one other reminder, obviously spring break is officially here. So we're expecting a lot of people to go up north, I-35, south by southwest, and a lot of people to go down south as well on I-37, maybe 281 south to head down to the beach and the coast. So just be careful, be cautious as you make your way out, and have a good weekend and a good spring break. Mark and Stephanie?
You too, RJ. Thank you.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
The Mexican cartel believed to be responsible for kidnapping 4 Americans has issued an apology letter. Gulf Cartel's Scorpion Group apologized to the city of Matamoros, the affected Americans and their families, as well as the innocent Mexican bystander who was killed in the shooting. The letter also explains the cartel turned over the 5 members responsible for the crime.
Another setback for Norfolk Southern as another train derailed, this time in Alabama. The train was heading from Atlanta to Mississippi. No injuries or road blockages were reported in yesterday's incident, but it comes on the heels of 2 recent derailments in Ohio.
Norfolk Southern said that loose wheels on a series of rail cars could have caused the train derailment in Springfield, Ohio. The company said it also identified additional cases of unusual wheel movement. It's now issued an order to remove those cars from service until their wheel sets can be replaced and fully inspected.
A new emergency has been declared in parts of California, which is bracing for what could be a historic flooding event as a major storm moves in. A heavy rain and high winds hammered California's central coast overnight, triggering mudslides and forcing road closures. and up to 8 more feet of snow could fall in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Meanwhile, in Southern California, the dust hole is expected to rise after back-to-back blizzards devastated mountain communities east of Los Angeles.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has reportedly made up his mind about running for president. As he heads to Iowa today, sources say he is privately telling allies that he intends to launch a 2024 bid for the White House. His team believes an announcement will come after the end of the Florida legislative session sometime in May or June.
Trouble for bank stocks. The S&P 500's bank index plummeted nearly 6% yesterday, the biggest one-day drop in more than 2 years. Some traders worried after the company behind the Silicon Valley Bank announced a share sale, igniting concerns about the health of the bank.
The job report released this morning could help determine which way interest rates go. The U.S. economy added 311,000 jobs in February. This number is one of the key indicators the Federal Reserve will be using in a couple of weeks to decide how much to push up interest rates. January's jobs report also came in stronger than expected.
General Motors is looking to trim its ranks. The car maker is now offering buyouts to all of its U.S. white-collar employees with more than 5 years on the job. Eligible workers have 2 weeks to make a decision.
New details coming out about the FTC's investigation of Twitter. The Wall Street Journal says regulators are looking into owner Elon Musk's role in decisions like recent layoffs and rapid feature changes. And that's today's 9 at 9. Good morning headlines. Your groceries don't seem to be getting any cheaper, although they could be. We'll explain why. Valentine's Day 2046 could be a little rocky.
Plus a really weird chase and standoff in California. And they're going to have to remake the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. David Sears is here to explain all of this.
Apparently some thieves have been working on their timing, and
Wow.
they've got it below 60 seconds.
Wow.
So we'll show you that in just a second. But first, let's start with this. Milk, orange juice, eggs, bread, canned goods, produce, Easter candy. You probably noticed the prices at the grocery store don't seem to be going down too much these days, if at all. And here's the rub. The cost of food is actually going down. The prices of some ingredients are getting better, but the problem is expenses are still high, like workers and transportation, gas still around $3 a gallon. And there are critics who point out that since people are willing to pay those higher prices, companies are not in any rush to take them down. Might as well keep making money. In 2022, grocery bills were up 11% on average. Some food companies are planning to keep prices right around where they are, but not bring them down. All right, you have been warned. You might want to plan to make your Valentine's annual date or the day earlier in 2046 because an asteroid could very well be interrupting dinner at that Valentine's Day night. That's according to NASA. There's a big one out there floating around, the size of an Olympic pool, about 164 feet in diameter. But here's the good news. The chances of getting your world rocked by 2023, that's the name of the asteroid, 2023, is 1 in 600. NASA says it is extremely unlikely with no cause for public concern. The agency says it continues to monitor the asteroid daily. And as they get more info, the chances of getting hits will go down even more. All right, here's a pickup truck getting shoved by a police cruiser. This all happening in California. The truck is going right between several more police cruisers right there. It was a routine traffic stop. Finally, that truck got pinned in. And look, that guy, that's a balloon right there in his hand. You see that? He's looking up at the chopper. Yeah, that's a balloon. And then a few seconds later, this is what you see. I'm not sure exactly what that is in his hand, but this right here is like a tank. And police believe he was inhaling nitrous oxide from the balloon he filled from that tank. Nitrous oxide, or laughing gas, is an anesthetic used mostly in dentist offices. So back to the chase, or now to the standoff. The police fired pepper balls into that cab, their own gas container. The driver still wouldn't get out. Finally, about 4.5 hours later, after it started, the suspect tried to run. They got him, arrested him. He is looking at driving under the influence of that gas he'd been sucking out of that tank and assault with a deadly weapon. Apparently, car thieves have picked up the pace. Remember, Gone in 60 seconds. They have improved their time. Now it's gone in 40 seconds. That is about how long it took thieves to steal 6 high-performance sports cars right out of the showroom at a dealership in Kentucky. The manager thinks it could be an inside job because the thieves knew how to work the security system and where the keys were.
It takes 60 seconds before it starts alerting, So they were gone 20 seconds before the alarm ever went off.
Wow, the cars are Challenger Hellcats, worth about $600,000. 5 have been recovered, and at least 1 arrest has been made so far.
I checked Open Table for dinner reservations for 2046, David. A little too far out to book.
Yes.
But I like the way you're thinking about that.
Yeah.
Go early.
Yeah, plan ahead.
Never know.
Yeah.
I'll be in my 70s. That'll be a romantic dinner.
Oh, that'd be
70s.
fun.
Yeah.
One heck of a way to end a relationship. Thank you, David.
Rock on your plate.
Yeah, that's right. 9:08, 61 degrees.
Here's a look at what's coming up next.
Cumbia, electronic, pop. You can find all these types of music styles at this venue in the West Side starting this weekend. Who's bringing this unique event together? Coming up next.
With South by Southwest kicking off today up in Austin, a local event also hopes to attract music lovers, but to the west side of San Antonio.
Tiffany Huertas is live at Jaime's Place to tell us more about this event that is bringing different cultures to one stage. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, happy Friday, and that's right, it's all about Music Friday, and check it out, Jaime's Place has become a staple right here on the west side, and now local artists from Colombia, Argentina, Puerto Rico, they're gonna be here this weekend, and we have Kristen this morning and Gio, one of the performers. Kristen, talk to us about what did you think about this place when you were thinking about bringing it here?
Well, thank you for coming here. My family has roots in the west side, and coming here to Jaime's Place just feels like you're at your Theo's house at a party. So we wanted to bring, something really cool here to the west side.
Tell us about the artists.
So we have 10 different artists coming from all across. They're all Latin, mostly female-fronted artists. We have Desta French from the UK. We have Bautas, who's psychedelic funk from Colombia. Estereo Mans, who is dream pop from El Paso and Ciudad Juarez, and then our own talent here, Tarasco Tropical.
Gio, good morning. Tell us, where have you performed here in San Antonio?
Muertos Fest. Usually we try to stay in the festival circuit, but we played Muertos Fest and the Lighthouse, Jaime's Place. We performed here before as well. So.
What does it mean for you to participate in this weekend's event?
Hey, it's a female, driven event. So shout out to all the poderosas, and it's a pleasure to always do something for the women. Y'all make the world go around.
I love it. And you have something to show us. What can people expect this weekend?
We're gonna some high energy cumbia, and obviously all the other artists doing their different styles. So I have a song called Poderosa that's written to all the women. And you want me to go ahead?
Yes, go.
All
Give
right.
us a sneak peek.
All right, so here it goes. Y esta es la cumbia de la poderosa, curvas lindas y muy peligrosas, sangre liviana, figura de Madonna. Cuando se propone, ella sí que doma. Choo!
I love it. That's the energy that this place brings. The moment you step in here, it's just so much fun and vibrant. We're going to talk more with Gio and with Kristen coming up, and we'll bring you that story on the noon show. We'll send it back to you.
We look forward to more singing, Tiffany.
That was great.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Tiffany.
And like we mentioned, South by Southwest begins today in Austin, and we're going to have a crew there. RJ's going to give us all the highlights from local artists participating in the conference next week. You can follow along with his live stream by subscribing to the KSAT YouTube channel.
I love that graphic because it makes RJ look like a headliner at this year's South by Southwest.
For us, he is.
That's right.
Yeah.
Outside with live cam, lots of clouds, mild temperatures, but it does feel a little cooler this morning.
Yes.
It does. There is a difference. Temperatures are going to be quite a bit cooler this afternoon. This front didn't bring us any rain, unfortunately, but it did bring the cooler temperatures. And if you're in town for the weekend or you're in Austin for South by Southwest, pay attention to the forecast because there's going to be a lot of back and forth going on. Let me show you the 24-hour temperature change. We're down about 11 degrees. This wasn't a huge cold front. But again, you will feel the difference. A lot of places will be much cooler than they were yesterday. And as we look outside for you right now, we've got cloudy skies and temperatures sitting at 61. North-northeasterly winds at 8, dew point is at 54. That number is also down. And a big part of today's forecast is the question of when will these clouds clear out. We do think the sun pops out later today, but the longer the clouds hold on, the cooler the temperatures will be. And right now, again, we're sitting at 61, 60 in New Braunfels, 55 Kerrville. That front's made it to around Beeville. It's through Victoria, and it will push to about Corpus Christi before it hits the brakes. falls apart, and then moisture surges right back into the area later tonight into tomorrow. Temperatures around Bexar County right now, 59 in Helotes. That's the cool spot. 56 Bulverde. And then 60s elsewhere, 60 at Randolph, 60 over in New Braunfels. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast. We'll take it up to about 64 by noontime. We'll still call it mostly cloudy. And then with a little bit more sun this afternoon, temperatures make it up to around 73 for a high today. Easterly winds will be around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then tonight, we do dip into the 60s, eventually falling into the mid-60s before the moisture and the warmth really come back in a big way tomorrow. Here's a look at the cloud cover, and there is quite a bit over our area right now. Some breaks here and there, but not many. So again, we'll have to wait for these clouds to kind of break up. We've got some high clouds involved there too, and you can actually kind of see the front right there, that line of clouds. That is your frontal boundary. There are a few very light sprinkly showers off to our east, but just not here. It would have been nice to pick up some rain. It just did not happen last night. In the forecast temperatures, well, we talked about the fact we'll be in the low 70s today. The clouds clear out. You'll see some upper 70s, close to 80 in spots down to the south. Then tonight, we drop into the low to mid 60s. Clouds fill back in, and then clouds go away tomorrow afternoon. And look at these numbers. So your Saturday afternoon, we're going to be in the upper 80s, if not near 90. Even places like Carrizo Springs could be up near 95. It's going to be a hot and humid day on your Saturday. That changes again on Sunday because, yes, this is the dew point trend, so we're looking at dew points here. Pleasant today, starts to get muggy again tomorrow as the heat and humidity kick back in. Then we get another front. This is scheduled for Sunday morning. Dew points drop off, and it gets cooler again. So look at the high temperatures this week. A lot of back and forth again. It's like a roller coaster, really. 88 Saturday, 82 Sunday as that transition day. We're down into the 60s Monday and Tuesday. Back into the 70s on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we get another front. So this kind of forecast will definitely keep you on your toes. Here's one more thing we need to talk about. La Nina ending and El Nino likely ahead of us. We've been talking about El Nino, or La Nina, I should say, for about 3 years now. It has kind of plagued us with drought. Of course, there's a connection here. And as we get into the summer, the Climate Prediction Center, NOAA, thinks we're actually going to transition towards El Nino and towards an El Nino situation. What does that mean for us? Well, typically it means a little rainier pattern, and hopefully that will take us out of this drought situation we're in. It's also important to note that in an El Nino situation, the Atlantic hurricane season tends to be a little bit quieter. So all something to watch, but I did want to pass that along. 88 Saturday, 82 Sunday. Don't forget to spring forward. We do have some very, very small rain chances in there Monday and Tuesday, but it would be nothing more than a few sprinkles or a light shower, I think, at this point. Temperatures, though, cool, 60s Monday and Tuesday, and we transition back into the 70s Wednesday and Thursday. So a lot there in the 7-day forecast.
A lot to digest and a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
But even with a spring break, we can't forget the clocks.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You'll be off schedule if you do, so don't do that.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah. It's called a lonely church service. Right now, 9:19, 61 degrees.
Coming up next, an open door leads to an infestation of flies at the smoothie business, and it was still open weeks after that health inspection. Tim Gerber takes us behind the kitchen door to find out why when we come back.
A business specializing in mini tacos got a big warning from health inspectors recently. Follow the rules or face continued inspections and fines for repeat violations.
Tim Gerber takes us behind the kitchen door to see what they got wrong and what inspectors found at 3 other establishments.
Mini Tacos Cantorito, located in the 500 block of Southwest Military Drive, got a 75 on their February inspection, a big drop from the 88 they got last October. The inspector found several repeat violations of food handling procedures that were previously explained. Hours-old and day-old cooked food in a fridge was still too warm. Employees weren't using proper hand washing methods, and some weren't washing hands prior to using gloves and changing tasks. They also weren't washing dishes correctly. The inspector ordered a re-inspection and warned failure to comply with regulations will result in continued re-inspections. Tony's Tacos to Go in the 2200 block of Nogalitos got a 79. Refried beans prepared the day before weren't properly cooled. The container of beans was voluntarily discarded. Employees were handling food with bare hands. They were told to stop using to-go bags and can liner bags to store food. They also needed to renew their permit. A reinspection was ordered. The Texaco Food Mart, located in the 1500 block of New Braunfels, earned an 82. Prepackaged foods in a cooler were too warm. The food was sent back to a vendor. Another refrigerator wasn't cooling. They were told to stop using it. They were improperly packaging their own ice for sale. The only hand sink wasn't working, and they were also missing a food permit. A reinspection was ordered. Smoothie King in the 1200 block of Northeast Loop 410 got an 86. Mangoes were past their use-by date. A kitchen worker wasn't wearing a hairnet while handling food. Several bottles of residential use Hot Shot were found in the business, and there was a significant amount of flies. They were likely coming in through the back door that was propped open. We found that same door still left open this week. A worker told the inspector it jams from the outside. They were told to fix it by April 25th. That's what's behind the kitchen door. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Still one of KSAT's most popular story series, Behind the Kitchen Door. 9:25 and 61 degrees. There is more ahead on GMSA at 9.
If you've been to the pumps lately, gas prices are up again. Still ahead, what experts are saying is the cause of the price jump.
Plus, a show of a lifetime for one lucky woman whose husband did some studying to make sure they got the best seats at Adele's Vegas show. What he did that made him husband of the year. We'll be right back. Approaching 9:29, a story a lot of people are talking about this morning here in San Antonio. A third arrest has been made in connection to that deadly dog attack that happened on the city's west side 2 weeks ago.
The woman who police say is the sister of one of the dog's owners was arrested, accused of threatening a neighbor who lived in the area where this all took place.
According to the arrest affidavit, 26-year-old Destiny Cardona was visiting her sister's home on Depla Street last week when she supposedly started yelling at a neighbor who she had seen speaking to reporters after the dog attack happened.
Now, police say Cardona was yelling at the woman that she was going to kill her and her son and that she would pay for this. Pictures and video from the incident led to Cardona's arrest. She is now being charged with retaliation.
There's no end in sight for the city's Migrant Resource Center. Yesterday, City Council agreed to apply for more federal reimbursement money to cover its share of the cost through December.
City Hall reporter Garrett Berringer tells us what that means in the long run.
Traveling from Colombia to Philadelphia, Oscar Gomez has spent 2 days at the Migrant Resource Center on San Pedro Avenue. Centers like this, he says, make the long journey easier. It would be super complicated because they facilitate everything, from transport, food, sleeping arrangements, until one can figure out how to get to the state and person that one knows. San Antonio had seen a growing wave of migrants until the city says federal immigration policies helped cause a recent dive. But with the pandemic-era border restriction known as Title 42 scheduled to end in May, that surge could be renewed.
You just spared 1 minute.
Catholic Charities runs the MRC for the city, but we had to chase after its CEO before he finally stopped to talk at a crosswalk.
If Title 42 goes away, I assume we're going to have more immigrants in San Antonio.
A top city exec isn't sure. She says other Biden administration policies could also impact how that plays out. And she couldn't say exactly how long the center will stay open.
As long as there's a surge of migrants coming across the border, then we need to be prepared to help them and assist them to travel through San Antonio on the way to their destinations.
A helping hand the migrants are happy to grasp. They help us a lot because we have kids, and they help us with food, with sleeping arrangements, games for the kids. It's fabulous. The attention and everything is very special. Garrett Berringer, KSAT 12 News.
New developments in the race for the White House. Sources say Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has made a decision on a White House run.
And there are new indications former President Trump could be facing criminal charges. ABC's Lindsay Watts is in Washington.
Good morning. President Biden is unveiling a blueprint for his re-election campaign as the Republican field is getting more crowded. This morning, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has reportedly made up his mind about running for president. Sources tell ABC News DeSantis is privately telling allies he intends to launch a 2024 bid for the White House. The news comes as DeSantis' top Republican rival, former President Trump, faces new legal trouble. He's been invited to testify before a grand jury in New York. The grand jury is investigating Trump's role in the alleged hush money payment to Stormy Daniels before the 2016 presidential election. In a lengthy statement, Trump denied having an affair with Daniels and called the case a political witch hunt. President Biden, meanwhile, outlining his $6.8 trillion budget plan at a rally in Philadelphia.
My plan is going to reduce the deficit by $3 trillion over 10 years.
The plan calls for new spending on things like family leave and universal pre-K. It would also shore up Medicare and aim to lower prescription drug costs.
We also have to ask the wealthiest and biggest corporations to begin to pay their fair share.
The president is using it to lay the groundwork for an expected re-election bid. Also making headlines this morning, presidential hopeful Nikki Haley. At a town hall in Iowa, Haley said she wants to change the retirement age for Americans currently in their 20s and also limit Social Security and Medicare benefits for the wealthy. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Washington.
Let's look out there with live cam. It's 9:33 and 61 degrees, so it warmed up, a lot yesterday, but not so much today.
No, today's going to be cooler, then tomorrow's going to be hot, and then Sunday will be cooler, and we've got a lot of back and forth going on. Before we jump into the forecast, though, I want to show you a picture on our KSAT Connect. If you're a little bit squeamish, you may want to look away. Check that out. That is a snake. It was found near Foster Meadows and Bear Branch. It's that time of year again. It sure is. All the
Is that poisonous?
That's a coral. Yeah. Red,
Yep.
What is it? Red on yellow, kill a fella?
Oh,
Right,
okay. That was trying to remember
That's what I was
it.
trying to come up with. But yes, you want to avoid that if at all possible. It is that time of year. The varmints are starting to come out, and the mosquitoes too, for that matter. As we look at the current temperatures, it's 38 in Amarillo, 43 Lubbock. You get down into South Texas, it's significantly warmer, 78 Brownsville. That front has made it through San Antonio, though, so we're on the cool side of things. 61 here, 51 in San Angelo, 52 in Waco. Want to show you the airport delays across the country, and there are none. That's what we like to see. A lot of people traveling, I know, this weekend and this week. There are going to be some weather systems making their way across the country, but at the moment, everything looks okay. And here's our forecast for today. Mostly cloudy this morning to cloudy skies, but then we break out into some sun this afternoon, enough to get us up into the low 70s for highs, 73 here in town. And then tonight we fall back down into the 60s, but moisture and warmth surge back in tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very warm day. We look at that forecast. We look ahead to spring break once again. We'll also take a look down towards the coast coming up here in just a couple minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. You may notice the price of gas has been creeping up. According to AAA, the national average price for a gallon of gas is $3.47. So that's up about a dime from last week. Experts say the jump is likely due to refineries switching over from winter blend gasoline to summer blend. The average here in San Antonio, $3.07.
Now to some feel-good Friday stories. There's a new exhibit in Brooklyn showcasing the hundreds of letters children and people from all around the world have written to Spider-Man. Letters displayed were discovered when one family in Queens, New York, with the last name Parker, started receiving letters addressed to Spider-Man, also known as Peter Parker. Fans got the address for one of the Spider-Man comic books. The owner of the museum thinks comic book writers likely wanted to keep the story authentic and maybe just picked out a name and address out of the phone book. The woman who sold the Parker family the home and says since 1989, letters have been coming in like crazy.
I knew Suzanne Parker, and I sold the house from Suzanne Parker to the current owner. As soon as the comic book, identified 20 Ingram as the Spider-Man house, then everything came flooded. It does not add any value, but it is a lot of fun.
20 Ingram Street in Forest Hills, Queens has become so synonymous with Spider-Man that over the years the Parkers have even received credit card offers addressed to Peter Parker.
Fun. A groom getting married in Vegas did his homework and managed to get him and his new wife the perfect seats to Adele's show. So he wanted to have Adele sing at their wedding, but wasn't sure how he was going to make that happen. So he decided to get tickets to her Vegas show and watched several YouTube videos of her performance to determine which seats were best to get her attention. And his plan worked out perfectly.
Like fangirl is a movement. It just goes through your body. You don't know what you're doing. People are asking like, what was she saying? I'm like, I blacked out. It's just all the good things coming towards us. So having the video is really helpful to be like, that's really our genuine reaction of just pure joy.
And as she's standing there and she's signing her dress, are you thinking, I'm literally the best husband for this woman?
I mean, yeah.
One husband of the year.
Off to a good start, no question. But I was thinking 3 letters, OMG, like this is actually happening.
Oh my goodness, he did a great job. And as you can see there, he did remember to bring that Sharpie to have Adele sign his wife's wedding dress. Oh, that's so cute.
Evan Chorus, your 2023 husband of the year.
And pictures and videos for a lifetime.
No doubt about it. Great story. Right now, we're at 9:37, 61 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
And we come back, a look into our news segment, Gardening with KSAT. Our Sarah Costa will show us how to start a garden and why it's important to prep your soil.
We are starting a fun new segment called Gardening with KSAT, and since it's planting season, Sarah Costa is attempting to bring our garden beds in KSAT's courtyard back to life.
Today, she shows us how to start our own beginner organic garden and the importance of prepping the soil.
It feels like spring and it's time to dust off your garden tools, put on those garden gloves, and get planting. But first, you have to prep your soil and garden area. Disclaimer, I am not a professional gardener by any means. I'm just like you at home. I have killed my fair share of plants. But I am passionate about gardening and hope these segments for first-time gardeners can help you fall in love with gardening as well. First, pick your area. Will the vegetables or plants you are growing need shade? Do they need full sun? Our garden boxes here at KSAT give us a little bit of both. Next, it's time to till. You don't need to use a tiller for this. You can always till with hand tools or shovels. I like this small electric tiller because it's easy to use and makes the process fast. Tilling the soil allows for it to aerate and helps bring in moisture and air, which encourages root growth. Tilling is an organic way to get rid of weeds. After I go over the soil with a rake and even it out and make sure I didn't miss any weeds.
So your soil, when it comes to planting your garden bed, whether for your vegetables or your pollinating flowers, is really important. You want to stay as healthy and organic as possible. If you put in chemicals or pesticides in your pollinator garden, that's really harmful to the pollinators. So you want to stay as chemical free as possible. And also in your vegetable garden, you want to stay away from those chemicals because remember, you eat those vegetables. So Happy Frog is a great soil conditioner. It's as organic as you can possibly get for something that you're buying from the store. You look at the ingredients, everything is pretty natural, but honestly, the most natural and most organic compost is to make your own compost.
Spread the compost or conditioner out evenly. A good 2-inch layer works nicely. Remember, just like we need nutrients to keep our bodies healthy, plants need soil rich in nutrients to promote healthy growth.
Okay, the soil is ready, as it's good as it's gonna get. It is composted and conditioned, so make sure you tune in next week. We're gonna be planting our pollinator garden. Boop, see you later.
We look forward to this. So just to give you some perspective, like when we look outside of our break room, we get to see the garden.
That's right. Yeah. And we've had some big freezes over the last several years, so it's kind of not been so pretty, but it's going to get better. Sarah's going to take good care.
And we have an adorable posse of guard squirrels out there as well, so we'll see.
Guard squirrels.
We'll see how our garden grows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're eating lunch out there. You never know.
This is true.
Anyway, we've got some cooler air starting to work in South Texas. Frontal boundary came through earlier this morning. We were hoping it would bring some rain. It did not, but it has ushered in some cooler air. I also want to mention that if you're heading down to the coast this weekend, weather doesn't look all that bad, especially Saturday. Saturday is kind of the warm day. Water temperatures are in the low 70s, so that's a little on the cool side. But temperatures on Saturday, 81, 88 Sunday. And then 70 Monday with a chance of some showers when a front comes through. So the start to next week, and I know next week's spring break for a lot of folks, is going to be a little bit cool even down at the coast. So heads up, especially with water temperatures like that. There's a look at the satellite picture. and you see all the cloud cover. There are a few very light showers as you get up towards Austin and College Station, but nothing here. We've got a few breaks in the clouds down to the south. San Antonio is mainly cloudy at this hour, 61 degrees. We're kind of holding steady right now with that cooler air trying to work in from the north. 55 Kerrville, 52 in Fredericksburg. You will find some warmer numbers down to the south, that front. Right at about Cotulla, just north of Corpus Christi at this hour. And 58 right now, Helotes, 63 Rio Medina, 56 right now in Bulverde. So it is kind of a coolish morning. And how warm we get today is going to be fully dependent on these clouds. Low clouds can be a little bit tricky. And right now they're holding. If they do break up, which most of the forecasts show that they will by lunchtime, then we'll be able to get temperatures into the low 70s. Dew point right now is at 54. We've got a northeasterly breeze at 8 behind that front. So here's what we're thinking temperature-wise. Clouds do clear out some later today. This is 4 o'clock. 73 here in San Antonio. You'll find some upper 70s to the south. We probably stay in the 60s in places like Bernie, even Kerrville. I think you may stay in the 60s this afternoon. Cool day. And then tonight, moisture surges back in very quickly. So that could allow for a little bit of fog to develop. It doesn't allow temperatures to get all that cool. So by tomorrow morning, we're at 63, cloudy skies, and then these clouds quickly burn off. And look at the high temperatures tomorrow. 90s possible, even in Bexar County. 91 Somerset, 93 Pearsall, 95 in Carrizo Springs. Right now we're shooting for 88 here in San Antonio. So tomorrow will be a hot day. Not only hot, but also humid as a southeasterly wind kicks in. But it's just a one-day thing because on Sunday we got a frontal boundary that knocks temperatures back down again. Now we have 82 on Sunday. We probably peak maybe midday, early afternoon, and then temperatures will fall from there as the front comes in. Monday and Tuesday, cooler days behind the front, and we may contend with some cloud cover both of those days as well, which would keep us from warming up all that much. That's why it's also going to be cooler down at the coast. Wednesday and Thursday we start to moderate before we get another front. Looks like Friday morning that will cool us down again. So this is a virtual roller coaster here with these temperatures. You want to stay tuned to that KSAT weather app. We update these numbers by hand by the hour and as often as we can to keep you up to date. So you'll want to check back. Again, there's a look at all the cloud cover, and we'll look at the bigger picture here across Texas. And you can kind of point out where that front is right there. Again, behind it, a few showers, quite a bit of cloud cover for Texas right now. And temperatures 42 in Amarillo, 43 Lubbock. You got some cool stuff to the north, warmer temperatures down to the south as it has been for most of this week. So our extended forecast, we're going to go 88 tomorrow, 82 Sunday. Don't forget to spring forward. There is a small chance of a few sprinkles or maybe some showers Monday and Tuesday. The models kind of picked up on that. That's something we'll watch, but I don't think it'll be a big impact. We do start to see the temperatures warm up by the middle and end of next week before that next front comes in. But Saturday by far is going to be our warmest day here in the 7-day forecast.
Okay, we'll prepare for the heat for that day.
Yes.
Thanks, Justin.
After 5 days off the court, Spurs are back in action tonight, hosting the Denver Nuggets. Tip-off set for 7 o'clock at the AT&T Center. We'll have highlights coming up on the night beat at 10.
Go Spurs, go. Time now 9:48 and 61 degrees for now. Only 2 days away from Hollywood's big night. When we come back, a look at who's nominated for an Oscar and what might be worth a watch before seeing who takes home the Oscar.
Just 2 more days until this year's Oscars, and while many are waiting in anticipation on who will win the big prize, some of us are still catching up on watching all the Oscar films.
That's right. ABC's Will Gann shares how you can watch all 10 Best Picture nominations before Hollywood's big night.
Don't think you can watch all 10 Best Picture noms before Sunday? Well, buckle up. Top Gun Maverick is available now on Amazon and on Paramount Plus. But if you're looking for something more grounded, Women Talking is about a group of Mennonite women deciding if they should leave their secluded colony.
We could ask the men to leave. Ask the men to leave?
It's only 104 minutes long, the shortest nominee this year, and it's available on Amazon or YouTube. From Mennonites to the mega wealthy on a mega yacht.
This is really, really bad.
Triangle of Sadness is streaming now on Hulu. And All Quiet on the Western Front is streaming on Netflix. It's the second adaptation of the novel by the same name to be up for Best Picture. The first All Quiet won that honor at the Oscars in 1930. But flashing back to the future,
What was your favorite part?
The Fabelmans, loosely based on Steven Spielberg's real life, is available to rent and purchase on Apple TV, YouTube, and Amazon.
I'm gonna show you what the real Elvis is like tonight!
And Austin Butler's Elvis is streaming now on HBO Max. Around that same length and also dealing with the musical mastermind, Tar, starring Cate Blanchett, is on Amazon and Apple TV for rent or purchase and is streaming on Peacock. The slow-burning and visually gorgeous Banshees of Inisherin
I just don't like you no more. You didn't like me yesterday.
is streaming now on HBO Max.
I see.
Avatar: The Way of Water is still in theaters and is this year's longest Best Picture nominee at 3 hours and 12 minutes.
If you only have time for one flick before Sunday night, watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's the most nominated film of the year, and it's the front runner for Best Picture. Everything Everywhere All at Once is available to rent or to buy on Prime Video. Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
And you can watch the Oscars Sunday night, 7 o'clock, right here on KSAT 12, followed by the Night Beats. All right, here are my predictions this year for 3 of the categories. For Best Picture, I'm picking Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'd love Top Gun to win this, but everything's going to clean it up. Best Actor, I'd love Austin Butler to win it, but Brenda Fraser was amazing in The Whale. Best Actress, I was thinking Cate Blanchett, but Michelle Yeoh is probably going to walk away there as well, and she is amazing in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All right, I'm kind of similar to you. So my predictions, I also picked Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I really loved Elvis in Top Gun Maverick, and I haven't even seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, but because of the talk about it, I really think that will probably win. For Best Actor, I know that Brendan Fraser is getting a lot of props and a lot of good reviews for it, but I'm just gonna throw it out there because I loved Elvis so much, and maybe if they do one of those weird ones, okay, Austin Butler. So that was my pick for Best Actor, and then Best Actress, I also think Michelle Yeoh is going to take it this year.
All right, we will see coming up on Sunday night as well. All right, coming up Monday on GMSA at 9, a local high school senior is making his mark in the film industry.
Tiffany Huertas introduces us to this bright young student who shares his passion for filmmaking and how he hopes to inspire other teens along the way.
So tune in for that story Monday on GMSA at 9.
And we're still stuck at 61, still socked in with some cloud cover. The clouds should eventually thin out this afternoon, but it's going to be a cool day, coolish, 73. The forecast high. Moisture surges back in tonight. Temperatures surge tomorrow into the upper 80s before another front comes through on Sunday and cools us back down, brings us back down into the low 80s Sunday, and then 60s for highs Monday and Tuesday. So spring break gets started off with some cool temperatures before we moderate again by the end of next week. So a lot of ups and downs in the forecast.
Justin, do you have a Best Picture favorite in mind?
Here, honestly, I've seen one of those movies.
Which is?
All Was Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay. Oh.
But I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm going to trust what you guys say.
Okay.
Okay, that's dangerous too.
I know. It was we kind of have the same picks.
Hey, we're off Monday. Have a great spring break, everybody, but we're back Tuesday.
Bye, guys.